I am Berchilde, Queen of the Franks, wife of King Dagobert I. My life unfolds during a turbulent yet fascinating period of the early medieval world, spanning the years 629 to 639. As the Queen, my existence intertwines with the grand narrative of the Merovingian dynasty and the shifting power dynamics within the Frankish realm. In 629, when I became Dagobert's wife, I was part of a royal lineage that connected me to the most powerful noble families of the time. My marriage to King Dagobert I, the son of King Clotaire II, was not just a union of love but also a strategic alliance that strengthened his position as the ruler of the Franks. Dagobert was crowned as king at a young age after his father's death in 629, and though he was initially a boy king, his reign would later be marked by ambition, reform, and efforts to restore the glory of the Frankish kingdom after a period of instability. Dagobert's reign, from 629 until his death in 639, was a complex balancing act. While he was a capable ruler, he also had to contend with internal strife, particularly the power struggles within the nobility and the ever-looming influence of the church. Our marriage, while politically beneficial, was not without its challenges. The court was often a place of intrigue, and I, as the queen, had to navigate not only the political currents of the time but also the expectations placed upon me as a woman in a patriarchal society. Despite these pressures, I was a woman of influence, keenly aware of my role in supporting my husband's rule and maintaining the stability of our kingdom. Dagobert, as king, was an interesting blend of warrior and reformer. He sought to consolidate the Frankish territories, a realm stretched from modern-day France to parts of Germany, and even into parts of Italy. He had ambitions to strengthen central authority, a difficult task in a time when much of the power lay in the hands of regional aristocrats. He understood the importance of the church, and during his reign, he worked to protect its interests and maintain a close relationship with the bishops, which I, as queen, also supported. I was involved in many of the religious and cultural aspects of the court. The church held significant power, and as queen, I took part in the development of religious institutions. We worked to secure the loyalty of the clergy, which was vital for maintaining the legitimacy of our reign. Though the Franks had initially converted to Christianity long before, the church's role was ever expanding, and during this period, significant strides were made in Christianizing the Frankish nobility and broader population. In terms of my personal life, I bore children during the course of my marriage to Dagobert. While the details of these births are not always clear, it is known that I had at least 2 sons, one of whom would later become King Clovis II. The survival of my children was paramount in securing the continuity of the Merovingian dynasty, and my role as a mother was just as significant as my role as queen. Though I did not wield power in the same way as my husband, my motherhood ensured the preservation of our family's legacy. However, life at court was not always idyllic. The Merovingian kings often dealt with the complexities of court politics, and my husband's reign was no exception. In 639, shortly before his death, the kingdom was still grappling with internal dissent, with some noble factions seeking to assert their independence from the monarchy. After Dagobert's death, I would find myself navigating the delicate transition as regent for my young son, Clovis II. This role was never easy. The regency was fraught with intrigue, as various factions within the court sought to exert control over the young king.